Welcome to Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how for Monday, December 1st, 2025. Today we're covering a massive spread of industry shifts, from sovereign AI developments in Ukraine to major funding in medical interpreting, and a reality check on the human-in-the-loop debate. Let's start with the financial and strategic side of the industry. There is significant movement in specialized AI funding. The startup No Barrier has raised $2.7 million in seed funding. Their focus is specifically on AI medical interpreting, aiming to provide HIPAA-compliant, real-time speech-to-speech interpretation for healthcare settings. This move underscores the growing investor confidence in niche, high-compliance AI solutions rather than just broad, generic tools. In a similar vein of workflow automation, aiOla is making waves with their speech-to-workflow technology. This isn't just transcription. It's about capturing natural multilingual speech and converting it directly into structured data for enterprise systems. It represents a shift from simply translating words to translating intent into executable business actions without manual entry. Turning to enterprise and sovereign AI, two major stories stand out today. First, HSBC has announced a strategic partnership with Mistral AI. The global bank will be using Mistral's models to accelerate AI adoption across its internal and customer-facing operations. This is a strong signal that major financial institutions are looking for customizable, secure alternatives to the standard big tech models. Meanwhile, in a significant development for digital sovereignty, Kyivstar and the Ukrainian Ministry of Digital Transformation have selected Google's Gemma as the foundation for Ukraine's national large language model. This initiative aims to ensure data sovereignty and cultural accuracy for the Ukrainian language, moving away from reliance on models that may not prioritize local nuance. On the practical application front, we are seeing translation tech being tested in high-stakes environments. The U.S. Army's Southern European Task Force, Africa, known as SETAF-AF, has been testing new translation technology during crisis response training in Angola. The goal here is to bridge the gap when human interpreters are scarce, ensuring that communication lines remain open during critical operations. Domestically, reports from USA Today highlight how police departments are increasingly adopting real-time translation tools to handle interactions with non-English speakers, raising important questions about accuracy and civil rights. This brings us to the crucial topic of governance and quality. Anjali Petra from Acolad is emphasizing the need for a new rulebook for GenAI in localization. The focus is shifting from pure excitement to governance, risk management, and ensuring a human-in-the-loop for critical content. This aligns with new research announced by Viveda Jean, LangOptima, and Lead Semantics. They are launching a study to evaluate the impact of prompt engineering on terminology accuracy, specifically comparing large language models against knowledge graphs in regulated industries. This research will be vital for anyone trying to automate technical translation without losing precision. In the realm of platforms and tools, Custom.MT continues to refine its GenAI offerings for localization, focusing on model training and cleaning translation memories to reduce edit distance. Additionally, Sebastian Dziecielski at Crowdin has showcased their latest AI demo, featuring a personal AI translator that leverages user-specific context to improve output quality. Finally, let's look at the human element and industry thought leadership. Dr. Claudio Fantinuoli observes that 2025 is the year machine interpreting effectively went mainstream, shifting from a niche novelty to a ubiquitous utility. However, Stefan Haig reminds us that this technology must serve a dual purpose, not just business efficiency, but universal language access. He argues that low-resource languages are not a side problem, but central to the equity of the internet. On the professional development side, Alberto Chierici cautions against the hype of the latest tools, urging professionals to focus on actual utility rather than fear or marketing buzz. And Shamali exemplifies this adaptive mindset, highlighting how translators can evolve into AI prompting curators, using tools like Co-Translator AI to enhance rather than replace their expertise. Matthew Gauthier adds to this by suggesting that the top 1% of linguists are those who adhere to strict foundational principles of linguistics, regardless of the tools they use. To close on a cultural note, Oxford University Press has named RageBait as the word of the year for 2025. For localization professionals, this is a reminder of the complexities of translating sentiment, ensuring that content intended to provoke a reaction in one culture lands with the intended impact, or perhaps is softened in another. Thank you for listening to this episode of Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how.